two men involved in the major assault on Kabul earlier this week. One of them is said to be a member of the Pakistan-based Haqqani Network. Well, to tell us what this all means, I'm joined by Dressler from Washington's Institute for the Study of War. Now, Mr. Dressler, if news of al-Shahri's death is verified, how much of a setback is his death and these arrests to al-Qaeda's operations in Pakistan and its links to Taliban?
Well, the death of al-Shahri is significant because he was considered one of the top al-Qaeda leaders in the region, perhaps one of the top 5 or 10 leaders in the region, the chief of al-Qaeda's operations in Pakistan, the former bodyguard of bin Laden, and also a close associate of the other top al-Qaeda leadership. So, certainly it's significant, but we have to put it in the right perspective, which is that it's simply another one of these high-profile killer captures that will degrade al-Qaeda over time, but I think there's still a long way to go.
Right, now the Pakistani Foreign Ministry was fairly defensive of comments from U.S. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta that suggested they weren't doing enough. Are relations still strained?
Relations are strained, and it goes back to the Raymond Davis incident in Pakistan. It goes back to the death of Osama bin Laden in Abbottabad, Pakistan, and those are really just two of the most recent issues. In fact, relations have been strained for some time. The fact is that Secretary Panetta's statements really reflect the accurate relationship. It reflects the relationship well, which is one where Pakistan continues to support the Haqqani Network, allows them safe haven from which they project into Afghanistan, and as the recent attack in Kabul demonstrated, have the ability to carry out some pretty significant attacks, even though they failed to kill a large number of U.S. or coalition forces.
And indeed, al-Shahri's death, along with Osama bin Laden's earlier this year, seems to suggest the American military is making progress in the so-called war against terror. What's changed from before? Is it better intelligence, perhaps?
Well, there's a number of things. I mean, number one, a true presence on the ground helps generate intelligence that is used to go after these guys. There's been a tremendous increase in intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance assets in the region. As we sort of wound down from Iraq, a lot of those assets have transferred over to Afghanistan, but also an increase in special forces presence in the region, as well as the CIA presence. All of this really helps to generate better intelligence and better execution of these sorts of raids. And I think that we'll continue to see that going forward. But as we've seen from al-Qaeda and other groups in the past 10 years, they are resilient, and it's really going to take, I think, some sustained effort in order to really degrade these networks.
And is the U.S. going to be doing a lot more in terms of intelligence and otherwise ahead of the troop withdrawal from Afghanistan?
Well, I think we'll continue at the current paces. These operations take time, they take resources, they take planning, and there's been a tremendous increase already over the past several years. So, I don't know how much more we can be doing than we're already doing, but certainly this is going to be a very important part of the mission as we go forward, especially as we plan to have less troops in the region.
Well, thanks for that, Dressler, there from Washington's Institute for the Study of War. Now, let's get more on the state of the global economy.